Hello, everybody. Average Gamer here, and welcome to our first, well, episode of the regular season of the Bordeaux Boxers. So, in this episode, we're going to play our first 14 games of our season. Actually, the first 15 games of our season. Yeah, which should give us a good feel. It'll be about a third of our season, to be honest with you, about 15 games or so. Plan is to do 15 today, 14 tomorrow, and then I believe 14 the day after that. And that should be the full season. We're going to look at our season preview here. So, preview for the season. While the Saxo Print League Magnus season is about to get underway, the early Magnus Cup favorites appear to be Bordeaux. That'd be us. Led by defenseman Jean-Philippe Côté. General Manager Average Gamer has built a squad that will be the team to beat this year. But they can expect challenges from Guy Frouin's Rouen Dragons and the Angers featuring defenseman Kevin Hackudford. Yeah, him. Among the dark horses, Grenoble stands out to be the possible challenger with a big season from Eric Chouinard, yeah, capable of pushing them into contender status. A scoring race will be seen by Bordeaux's Sean O'Connor, challenged by Matt Hussey of Rouen and Dijon's Patrick White. Top defenseman in the league is generally considered to be Bordeaux Boxers blue liner Jean-Philippe Coutet and Rennes Oliver Dame Malka and Martin Bourdois of Armenz. Okay, so hold on. Oh no, yeah, okay. At first thing there, I thought that was going to be our number one guy here. So our number one scorer is probably going to be a right winger. Good. Finally, among goaltenders, Charmant Malzay's Jason Mainzen stands out as the league's best, while the Rouen Dragons' Danny Soberin and Matcha Penrick of Lyon stand out to be the team's lead leaguers. So this is the goalie that was drafted by the New York Rangers. He's 26 and he's a 4-star goalie. And then here's Danny Subrin of the Dragons, and he's a 4-star goalie as well. The only thing we have over these teams is our team itself is good. Our goalie, not so much. I have, on the other hand, kind of scoped out a goalie right here. Unfortunately, we have we basically have too many international players. I also have one of our scouts looking directly at him. Here he is right now. In about a week, I should get back a report on just how good this player is. Right now, overall, his value potential out of 20 is 19. He's currently sitting at theoretically at 10, while his player ratings. Well, once again, I picked my scout, Sebastian. Let's go short list. There we go. So he is, if we look at his ratings here real quick, overall possibly a 20. We basically don't know that much about him. Scouting wise, we have no information about this guy. So theoretically, what my plan to do is, because we have a goalie in our in our depth, right? Right. Polachenkov. The plan is, I'm going to sign a French goalie to a 1-year contract and make sure that he's under the age of 18. We want just a goalie, and we want a French goalie. The plan here, maybe CGH, I don't. What? I'm going the wrong way. France, boom. The plan here is to sign this guy, for example, to a 1-year deal. Boom. And he already signed. We're good. Delete all messages. Good to go. Plan is, he should be right here. We're going to send him immediately down to our under 18 team. Now, the plan will be, if we can, we're going to buy out Nagy. If this other guy truly is as good as he is, as it says he is, we're going to buy out Nagy's contract, which is only going to cost us, 75,000. That's not going to leave us enough money technically to probably buy this guy out, or to sell this guy, or to do a transfer. Yeah, what we'll probably do is transfer and then offer him if it will allow us, and he should be asking for about 20,000. hope is that I can get that out of the way. But nonetheless, so that's a backup plan we have if we don't do so well over the next little bit. In about a week or so, we should get some information associated with that guy's skills. So, in the meantime, let's get our first few games out of the way, shall we? So our strategy is all set up from the preseason, which we can change later on as the season progresses. But here we go. So the plan is to sim. AI lines, continue, sim game. So in the first game, we win 5-2. We got 39 shots. They got 18. Overall, we were out hitting them 20-12. And we won 39 faceoffs of 27. Pretty much this is what I'm using to kind of figure out where we're going at here. Don't like the fact that they scored 2 goals, but man, what can you do? Looking here, we got you're a -2. So we got to pay attention. Here's all our players here. So that is our first game done and out of the way. So once again, the plan is to get all 14 games all done. Oh, wrong screen. There we go. 14 -1. So the plan is to get all of them done. We have already an injury. Philip Cote, our number 1 defenseman, jammed his finger apparently. And is, oh come on. Why are you... See how we got the little thing there at the bottom? Calculator. Watching a TV show from on the CBC. Can't get rid of the thing down here at the bottom. It will not let me do anything. All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna go to the roster. He is not day-to-day. I'm not gonna put him on the injury list because if I do, I know for a fact that we're not gonna get him off in 5 days, and our next game is in 2 days. So I'm just gonna sim to the next 2 games here. It is a 3 points for a win, so we have our first batch of, our second batch of scouts here. We got a couple centermen, a right winger, which is good. Some Norwegian players. Some more French players. These are 17 and 18-year-olds. 16-year-old Swedes. And some young Belarusians. So we don't have anyone really with good enough scouting yet. So we haven't really seen enough good players yet. Delete that. And we're going to play our second game. So our second game is against the whatever team this is. They have the Rangers goalie here. This game here is going to be a big test. We have an injured player that's dressed. Okay, so I do have to. Okay, so we're going to scratch him. We're going to bring up Korski. We're going to dress him. Oh, no, I can't because he is a foreign player. Send you to the under 18. Okay, so let's call up you. You're French. And you're a left defenseman. So this looks like it's going to be quite the big game. It's got a 9.66 save average. And we win 9-0. Wow. And that was against the goalie that played for the Rangers. 58-6 in shots. Holy crap. I think we may have found a good team here. I don't expect the goodness to go. I expect, as time progresses, obviously, things to go down a little bit. More scouting reports. So actually, our guy's saying he's actually better than what everyone thinks. It's ready to start playing again. Oh, that's not good. You're calling in someone from another league. Delete all of you. Roster, shortlist. So he theoretically is better than we thought. I'm going to check him again. I want to keep scouting this guy until we can't scout him anymore. We're going to play against the Gothics. They got some good players. This right defenseman looks like he's going to be a big deal. In the meantime, Cote is good to go. Oh, no. So we're going to dress him, and we're going to send down Thomas again to the under 18. There we go. Okay. iPad, I don't need to see the thing I got constantly for the achievement 2 days ago on my Xbox. Very full to be recovered. Good to go. When is our next game? The 20th. So it's 2 more days. So this should also give us a little bit better. He's completely recovered. Good. This should also give us a little bit more information on this guy here soon. Fairly clean player. He was online. Known for not being loyal. Strongest part of the game is his intangibles. Dan is extremely durable and seems to be avoid injuries. Coaches like his like ethic. Above average stamina. Even the worst part of his game is still strong. He's regarded as a franchise player. He isn't going to get any better than he is now. He'd be the top player on most teams in our league. That's what I want to see right there. So, going to go to the next game. We could theoretically do a bit of a coup here. Where we dump one of our international players here and bring up one of the other guys. For example, this left winger here, this Selmivardia, and call up like Palsy here. Who's right there? He is. It's one of those things where I'm thinking long term. Right now, our owner wants us to make the playoffs. This goalie will lock us into a playoff race, and we won't have to worry about a goalie for a very, very, very long time. I mean, you're not the best left winger. And he's only making 25,000. So the plan would be to buy him out, make the offer, the transfer offer, and then try to swap things over a little bit. When do we have a 5-day break in our schedule? It's 3-day, 2-day, 2-day, 3-day. Rare. After the 30th, we might try to do this little coup here. Yeah, lines. Here we go. The next game, 7-1. You know what? If we keep going like this, I may not even do that, actually. I mean, we're playing so well right now, I don't know if I really want to knock the ship. Looking to help. Shoulder today. Okay. I'm not too worried. We might go for that guy after the season ends. Because we do have this Nagy guy leaving after this year, so. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, to be 100% honest with you. Here we go. That's against the U.S. Canada. Some more scouting. Wow, lots of good guys coming up. My biggest worry is having an NHL team snipe one of our players. So, all right. So next one we're playing up against the Grenoble Broilers de Loups. No idea what that means. No injuries to worry about. Our roster is good to go. Okay. Megan Yolen. Best thing is too is Yolen, the guy who's currently up, is actually worse than the guys we have here and here. Beige is only 16, and he's going to be a 3.5-star goalie. The Partashov is going to be theoretically a 3.5-star goalie, and he's got 2 years to go until we have to make a decision on him. So I would kind of want a really good goalie long term, but we'll have to see. I continue and sim this game, and there we go. We lost our first game. So 3-0-1 so far on the 4th game. We outshot them 41-26. We got way too many penalties. We hit them. We got more takeaways, and we won more faceoffs. So overall, it sounds like we had a better game. It's just they beat us by a couple goals, or by 1 goal. I don't expect a perfect season. I think it was last year. Oh, one of the teams, when they lost their first game, they got one of the guys, for a joke, apologized to everybody that they weren't going to have a perfect season. Let's delete all that. How close is our scouting on him now? It's still a C. But we have all these Bs. What I'm going to tell him to do is look at just overall at the under 16. I want him to go for the next 10 weeks. Report every week. Automatically add to the short list. Go. Use, make sure automatically to the short list. Oh. Never understood why people subscribe and then immediately unsubscribe to the channel. It's kind of strange. Assign, make sure you're automatically okay. Yeah. Anyways, back to the next game. So now we're playing against the Dijon Ducks. Maybe that's French for knights. This guy here looks like he's going to be Patrick White. Looks like he might be some trouble. Sim the game. 5-1. 4th game of the season. Still doing pretty good. We played, what, 5 days? So 10 more games. So we're 1 point behind the Dragons right now. Sorry, just trying to do something here real quick. Clear that out. You know that moment where, sorry, people are messaging me a lot right now on a few different things here. Where did that message just go? So anyway, so we're gonna play against the Ducks. Here we go. And we won 7-4. Shots 12. Whoops, 38-17. Penalty. Yeah, still penalties are horrible. Face-offs, good to go. Takeaways. Very nice. I can't remember what GA stands for. What? Who's injured? Come on. Nope. No one's injured. Perfect. Two of our guys did really good. We're 2 points behind. Oh, no. We're actually 2 points ahead now with the Dragons. That's pretty good. $16 points. 5-0-1. So we actually lost in overtime. Interesting. Interesting. Got a lot of good guys here. Some of these ones aren't so good. These are also the 18-year-olds, though. Highly volatile. Can't be sure which direction he'll go in. Vital unknown. Good to know. Good to know. Short list potential. So far, Peter Birgitson is our number one guy, and then we go down to about here. We do have this French centerman. Can I offer you a contract? Nope. So everyone here should be of, this is going to sound bad, but of legal age. This guy still, if he becomes a free agent next year, I'm signing him. I don't care how much it's going to cost us, but he is going to be our number one guy. And we're going to sign him long term. And here we go. Our next game. I think this is game 6. Something like that. Yep, game 6. And we won 6-1. And we pull ahead of the Dragons just a little bit more. I think one of the things, too, is I'm also thinking long-term and stability-wise. One of the things about these teams you always got to think of is money and finances, rosters, depth, all that stuff. Just because we're doing good now doesn't mean in the next 4 or 5 games we're going to go complete opposite and end up tanking. It doesn't mean that we're going to win every game this season except for 3 or 4. It just means we're starting up. Russia won the World Cup. Some more development reports. Everyone is getting better. Nagy and Bart what's Barteteko him gets player of the month, and left wing Nagy. Louis Bordeaux will take home player of the month for the honors of Bordeaux. The left manager said Bordeaux's box. Left wing Adam Nagy won the goalie of the month award. Okay. Well, Adam Nagy is not a left winger. He's a goalie. He's a left-hander. Never was a left winger. But he got goalie of the month, which is pretty good. I'm pretty excited to see how this all goes out. Okay. More confidence. Sorry, I was just reading that inside my head here. So, blah, 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 6-1. From a long-term perspective, is very happy with your work as a general manager of the Boxers. He looks forward to a successful future. Yeah. We're 6-1 right now. So, I wouldn't be surprised if he's happy about that. One of the good things about us, we are doing amazing right now. Hockey sur glace. I wonder what that means. You're all getting better. You submitted a scouting report. Why are you submitting on a different day than everybody else? Because I sent you on a different day. That's why. Okay. So it's a week to the day, not like 7 days. So it's 7 days. Every 7 days he reports back. It's not like every Monday, Wednesday, Friday type, or like every Saturday, Friday, whatever. Everyone else reports in a couple days. Okay. So we're playing Gap today. So these episodes are going to be longer than the normal episodes are going to be. In some of the other videos we're playing. But, I mean, the whole plan is to have, obviously, a lot more done. So here we go. Game number 8. 8-9. 44-15 in our shots. I am so sorry, guys. We are just... Wow. I am impressed with how good we're doing. If that one game we lost in overtime is the only game we lose this episode, I am going to be significantly impressed. I don't expect us to go 15 or 14-0-1. But, damn. I am significantly impressed. I'll say that at the least. Win against the... Yeah, good for you. More scouting reports. Yeah, so everyone else reports on the Friday. Our other guy reports on Monday. Okay. Pretty much what we're gonna do every year. We're gonna look for a 16-year-old left winger, right winger, centerman, defense, right defense, and left defenseman. Every year, a 16-year-old. So that way, every year we're gonna have these 5 20-year-olds pushing for a good spot in our roster. So every year we're gonna have one big prospects coming up. So we're playing against the Nice Eagles. And we won 7-0. There we go. But we lost somebody here. Nicholas, whatever, is comfortable playing right defense. Well, that's good. Why are you playing right defense? Strategy. There we go. Swap the two. Why is he playing on... We have 3 red defensemen and 3 left defensemen, and he is playing... Oh, I probably know what he's doing. Okay. 2 players that we have are, like, our better players are actually... These guys are getting better already. I'm pretty sure these guys were not 3-star players. We didn't have all these guys that were this good before, I think. I don't know. Short list, let's take a look real quick. Yeah, this guy right here, I don't know. If he's available next year, I want to sign him to the longest contract I can. Or even sign him to a 1 year and just keep rolling the 1 year over. 30, I mean, I would keep him until we got some sort of goalie. And that's the other thing too. So the plan is a right winger, left winger, centerman, and 2 defensemen every year. And then every 4 years, go for and every 4th year or every 2 years, go for a goalie until everything's filled, and then every couple of years look to see how far they've accomplished. If by the time they're 18 they haven't reached half of what they're supposed to get to, we let them go. Maybe, I don't know. I had to contemplate all that stuff. Definitely got to work on our training though as well. But we've got a three-year contract with these guys, so I'm a little happy, a little excited. What I don't know why it keeps going to my inbox. What's gonna happen here? Game 9. We have 5 points between us and the Dragons, and we're playing them now. Alright, so if we win this, we're gonna be at 28 points, and they're still gonna be at 20. So we can put a big gap between us and the Dragons. We haven't played them yet this year, so this right here is a big game. If we can win this game, and we lost 7-2. No big deal. We still have a 2-point lead up on them, so the Dragons did win last year. So we're what? 7-1-1? 8-1-1. So 10 games. We're almost at 30 points. You're doing pretty good. Bunch of 16-year-olds. Okay. So are you day-to-day, or are you... Yeah, you're actually hurt. Okay. Well, I'm actually going to let go one day and see what happens. So for Nick Spasm's practice today, we have 2 guys down. So we have a centerman that's out, and we have a right defenseman that's out. No, depth. Centerman. Crap. We have 13 of 13 foreign players. I'm going to send you to injury list to free up an international spot for Warbuck. And then I also need a right defenseman. It's going to be Thomas. Perfect. He's actually a left defenseman. No biggie. So gonna send those guys to the injury list. Please check your lines. Yeah, here we go. Next game. And we just barely won, 4-3. Now, we do have 2 of our really high-end players. I was going to say hot players. High-end players, because there's no hot or cold players. Our high-end player out, so... How to bring in 16-year-olds to replace 20-some-odd-year-olds? Not the best. Oh, Jesus, we have another guy that's hurt. Charlin, left winger. Do I not have any... Oh, why are you doing this to me? I got 12 of 13 international players. Okay. I can bring up you. Wait. Yeah. That was actually my bad. You're going back to the under 18. It's a left winger I need. Let's go with experience and downside risk. Okay. You're only a 3-star player anyways, so... Fellow Russian stuff. So we're playing against whatever this team is. And we won 6-3. There we go. Except we hurt someone, right? Nope. Roster, injury lists, day-to-day. So they're all day-to-day, but bruised wrist, blurred vision, and neck spasms. At least no one was attacked by a dog. And at least we are slowly continuing our clear run between us and the dragons there. The dragons won 8-1. So they're winning their games. We're winning all ours. We just, from the sounds of it. Okay, okay, I thought that was us. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh my god, I was gonna say, just what we need is more bloody injured players. These guys could get better. It would really, really help. So episodes are going to be about 45 minutes, maybe up to an hour. We'll have to see. So long-term injuries are fixed, technically, or not fixed, but not there as much anymore. We're at the point where we can resume full contact. So Kevin Dessau is good to go again, but I'm going to leave him on our injury just for a little bit, this guy here, because he's still day-to-day. Once it tells me he can't be on the injured the injured list anymore, then I'll boot him off. Yes, he's almost fully recovered. So, you know what? We're doing good in the standings. We don't need to rush anyone's injuries. Here's all our injury lists. I forgot about this down here. So, we'll just kind of play it by ear. So, we're playing up against the door-to-door salesman. Yeah, lines. We're going to continue that. We're going to sim this game. And we won 4-3. Very close game. Very close game. And that was game, I believe, 14. The Dragons won another one as well. The Dragons are our nemesis. Dessau has been completely recovered, so we're going to bring him over onto our thing here. He's a right D. Move you to active roster. I believe, yeah, you are the one now going back to the under 18. You're good to go. Address everyone, please. Thank you very much. Depth, strategy. Create lines, please. So far, this is working out for us. I'm really not going to change much right now. I'm going to kind of keep it as is, because the longer you keep it there, the more players will get used to it. So, and get their familiarity with it. I really don't want to change up our plan for our team. So our next game is on the 21st. That'll be game 14. So we got two more games in this season, or in this episode, sorry, is over. Tim Gilbert is almost the point where he can do full contact drills. Good to go. It should say one more day. Perfect. So theoretically, as of this game, both guys are game day decisions, I guess you could say. Scouting reports again. Significant downside. We're not too worried about that. Everyone's being put on the short list, which is good. The fact that we can have so many international players just makes me so happy. Is probably, but won't be 100%. Is, but won't be 100%. I'm going to wait until both those guys are completely good to go. Once again, same with the other guy. We don't need to rush these guys back. If we were on like a 4 or 5 game lose streak, then maybe. But speaking of which, 7-2. Game 14. One more, and we're done for this episode. The Dragons, they won their game 6-2. Damn it. I was really hoping they weren't winning theirs. So we're really not pulling away from the Dragons. I was kind of hoping we could pull away from them slowly, but doesn't look like it. very close to being fully recovered and very close to being fully recovered. So that means they're still not fully recovered, which means I'm not going to do anything. Wait. Can I put players on waivers? No, I cannot. Okay. In the last game of the season, we're playing against the Dijon Ducks. So we played them once before, and we beat them. We only have a 2-point lead still between us and the Dragons. So, I mean, this still is a pivotal game. We need to win every game that we can play against. We can play. Every now and then, we're probably going to jump between us and the Dragons, because if they play a game and then we have the day off, they'll jump ahead of us by 1. And then the next day we play and we win, we'll jump ahead of them by 2. Gilbert is fully recovered, which is good. Which means I have to take you off the injury list. Gilbert is a centerman. Which means you are going to our under 20 team. And you are being dressed. Good to go. 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Good to go. And you will be good to go soon. Strategy. Great lines, please. Switch those lines back up. Still going to stay with this because you are doing this really, really well. And last game, 9-1. There we go. And who got hurt? Yeah, of course. Because God forbid we have no injuries. Twisted ankle. Back in the lineup in no time, eh? He's listed as day-to-day. Yeah, day-to-day, my butt. Yeah, day-to-day. 1 to 2 weeks left. Game unavailable. If he's day-to-day, it should be yellow. Instead, he is red beyond belief. Anyway, so that's the end of this episode. In the next episode, we'll be doing the next 15 games of the season, putting us to games 16 to 30. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.